He turned out to be a very big piece to the National League Championship. He
What a play.
throws to first.
Wow.
Time to get ball. That's an amazing play.
Welcome back, Diamondbacks fans, to your Valley Sports Plug 2024 season recaps, this time for June 11th through June 23rd. I'm Michael Benjamin, that's VSP Tallman, and we're here to break down for the Valley. Over the past 2 weeks, the Arizona Diamondbacks went 7-4, handling business against some bottom feeders and staying the course in the very, very early NL wildcard race. But let's take a quick look at how those series went down. We'll start this one off at home against LA's B team, the Los Angeles Angels, as Jordan Montgomery's 5 2/3 in Game 1 and an offensive barrage behind 2 Christian Walker home runs and a Jock Peterson grand slam in Game 3 lead the D-backs to a 2-1 series victory. Another City B team, the Chicago White Sox, made the trip to the Valley, and starting pitcher Ryan Nelson kicked off the series with a beautiful 6-inning, 1-hit showing. The Snakes did drop Game 2, but Montgomery once again found a rhythm, allowing no runs in Game 3. Jake McCarthy drove in 3, and the Diamondbacks secured the series 2-1. We hit the road heading to the nation's capital, and the storyline stayed the same. Another solid starting pitching performance, this time by Slade Cecconi to take Game 1. We dropped Game 2, but secure the series 2-1 behind Christian Walker's team-high 17th home run and 7 solid innings from Ryan Nelson. And our final series of the recap heads to Philadelphia as the D-backs start off the series with another win behind Jordan Montgomery and home runs from Gurriel, Gabby Moreno, and Jock Peterson. But the offense comes to a screeching halt in Games 2 and 3 as Zach Wheeler and Christopher Sanchez dismantle the D-backs bats, each through 7 innings in respective games. 3 series wins out of 4, Tallman. Not sure if we could ask for more, man. But I gotta know how you're feeling about these past 2 weeks. What's to come? Tallman, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Mike, I'll take it. 3 out of 4 series. I mean, on Friday last week, we got to say we had a 500 baseball team for the first time in months. So, yeah, the competition was not stiff. And looking at that Phillies series this past weekend, it was a little demoralizing. I'm not surprised. Friday was great. We were up against Taijuan Walker and, we teed off on him, but the team was just fired up. Jock Peterson was getting the crowd going. You saw Ryan Thompson going crazy on a strikeout. So that was that connected baseball team that Torey Lovullo said last season is a dangerous team. But then Saturday and Sunday, it was just, it was a snooze fest. There was inconsistent bats again. We couldn't even sniff a runner on second or third base until the 9th inning yesterday. And I don't know, it's demoralizing. Yeah, we're playing the best team in the National League right now. That is the best record in the National League. But, we could sit here, yeah, we're 7-4 the last 2 weeks. We don't stack up well against the best teams in the league. And once we get to the big dance later in October, we're going to be playing the better teams in the league. So, and I'm not going to keep saying, injuries. Of course, yeah, this team is supposed to look a lot different if we didn't have the injury bug. But, we can't compete. Saturday and Sunday, it was like we were in 2 different divisions there. But again, Friday, we were a 500 team. I'm still going to be optimistic. I'm a little concerned about what they're doing at third base. We've been talking about it a lot. I mean, Geno Suarez is 0-16 for over his last 4 games. What happened to putting him on the bench or not starting him every single day? We're still seeing that. We need to see Blaze Alexander start at third. We need to see Geno sit down on the bench and be a pinch hitter. And then I don't know how we missed this, Mike. Over the weekend, Merrill Kelly is not expected to be back until mid-August. I know when we met for our in-person podcast, we were like, okay, maybe the All-Star break, and maybe after that, he's going to be back. No, he came out. He said he's not expected back until mid-August. So some good news, though. Zach Gallen was on local radio today. He said everything's going good. He's going to do his live batting practice session with Alec Thomas. And then if everything goes good there and he gets the green light, we could see him this weekend. So that's going to be a huge jolt to this team because right now we absolutely need it. I mean, we've seen some of these guys step up. You mentioned Ryan Nelson had a good game. Jordan Montgomery is coming back into the form that he was last season in the postseason. If Zach Gallen could come in and just pick up where he left off, put some good starts together, this team could be totally different position. We could be feeling so different about this team. But I don't know. So they sent down Tommy Henry, right? So that leads me to believe, okay, Zach Gallen's coming back, because who else, if we're going to run a whole nother cycle of starts, who's going to be that fifth guy? Are we just going to piece together a bullpen game if Zach Gallen's not coming back? So that kind of gives us the idea of maybe, hey, Zach Gallen is actually that close. Anyway, it's getting tough, Mike. It's going to get tough the next 2 weeks. We're going to have some good competition, but I like playing the Dodgers. I like playing the Braves. Even the Twins coming to town next. We got to see how this team can compete against the best teams, because ultimately we stand no chance if we can't steal some of these games or some of these series and see what this team could ultimately be. So again, I'm still optimistic though. All right. That's my favorite word recently.
You're right, Tallman. I mean, the truth of the matter is the dog days of summer are upon us, but I am excited to see what comes next for this ball club, especially with the returning firepower right on the horizon, it seems like. Let's take a look at what we have coming up on the slate. Starting June 25th, the Diamondbacks have 2 home series before the end of the month as the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland Athletics head to Chase Field. Then it's my favorite time of the year, July baseball, as the Diamondbacks head on the road to match up against the 2 division opponents ahead of them in the standings, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. This is the time of year to start making a push, catching some ground, and positioning yourself for where you want to be right before the trade deadline. Let's be buyers again, Tallman. How about that? As always, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the Valley Sports action. For VSP Tallman, I'm Michael Benjamin. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.